What's the Chow Chinchows JoesphGames here with your NBA Week 2 match. The Everton Empoleons versus the Iki Town Incineroars. And let's have a look at the teams rather quickly. So, this week we are bringing Flash the Emolga. We've got Are You Reggie the Reggie Steel, Snowfall the Snorlax, our Garchomp Edward, which is our Mega. Of course, we have Game Changer the Mew and Heart Attack V Magena. And of course, on the other side, on Oak's side, we see Pillows. We see what do we see? We see Primarina, Tornadus form, Tyrantrum, which is very scary indeed, Venusaur, which is his Mega, Darmanitan, and Piloswine. Not really the team I was expecting him to bring. He has Genesect on this, or he had Genesect on this side. This is week 2. This is my week 2 match. We're in the middle of week 3, and spoilers, his team changes drastically in week 3. Like, so the team that he's got here for this week 2 match changes exponentially week 3. I'm not going to tell you what his team is week 3 because you can go and check out his week 3 video next week when that comes out for you guys, and you can check out his trades and transactions when they come out when he does his week 3 match, because we're not doing any of that admin content in this league. We don't do like trades and transactions and stuff like that. But yeah, his team has changed drastically. Speaking of it, I'm thinking about doing some changes for my own team at this moment in time after this battle, but I don't know just yet. Anyway, let's have a look at the battle. So we're going to start really slow to start off with. So we start off with Flash the Emolga. And he goes into Gingerback, his Darmanitan. Now, I honestly thought I'd outspeed this thing, but no, Choice Scarf Darmanitan puts me down to my Focus Sash, and sadly no. I go for the U-turn, and I switch into Edward. He goes into his Piloswine. I go for the Earthquake, doesn't do a lot of damage. I'm switching out into Snowfall. He goes for the Earthquake, does a bit of damage, not that great, but still. I'm glad I switched out. He went in for Superpower, and honestly, I was never expecting that to carry Superpower. I was never expecting Pilosan to carry... Wait, I was never expecting it. I was honestly never expecting it. I was honestly never expecting to see a Piloswine with Superpower. I was honestly never expecting this. I was honestly never expecting that. Then we had an internet outage in turn 3. Oak's internet went out, so turn 3 was a bit sketchy, and it took forever to actually have turn 3. Let's go back to turn 3. There we go, turn 3. So, of course, he uses Superpower on my Snowfall, and Snowfall goes down really early into the match. I go into Game Changer in my Mew. He goes into Tornadus form. I go for the Flamethrower, thinking he might stay in. And nope, he gets a hit with a Flamethrower. Then he goes into Primarina. I switch into the Flash, hoping I can try and get off a Volt Switch. Of course, he goes back into Gingerback. I go for the Roost to get some HP back, and then switch out into Edward. He goes for the U-turn, doesn't do a lot of damage to Edward. And of course we got Rough Skin here, but we didn't Mega Evolve just yet. He goes back into his Pillow Sand, and I go back into Mew. He goes for the Earthquake, does do about half, but really there's not really much I could do against that thing. I go into Primarina, he goes into Primarina, I go for the Roost. I switch into Are You Reggie? To try and get an Iron Head off. Of course, he goes for the Skull. Doesn't do a lot of damage, and I get Lefty's Recovery. Then he switches out into Darmanitan. I go and set up my Stealth Rocks, which I think was a very good idea here. And then switch out into Edward. He goes for the Flare Blitz, does about half, but of course I got Recall. He's got Recall and I got a Rough Skin. Again, Flare Blitz does do about half. Again, Recall and Rough Skin. I go for the rest, get him back all that HP. He goes for the Flare Blitz again, and I get the passive death from Recall. I stay asleep this turn. I go for Sleep Talk, it ends up getting me Dragon Tail, and of course he goes back into his Pillow Swine again, and I don't want to deal with that. So I go into the Flash and get hit by an Icicle Crash. Sadly, Flash goes down. I go back into Game Changer here, and he goes into Triple H, his Torracats. I go for the Psyshock. It was actually a really good Psyshock. It did a lot of damage. We go back into Reggie here. Sadly, this allows him to set up the Dragon Dance, and from here he just sweeps. One Dragon Dance, that's all it took. Earthquake, down goes Reggie. I go into Mew. Thinking I might outspeed. Crunch, down goes Mew. I go into Edward to try and see if I can do anything here. Ice Fang, dead. And of course, we go into Magena here finally. Can't outspeed. Earthquake, dead. He just sweeps me after that. So there you go. GG to Oak. Great match. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm glad I faced this team other than his week 3 team, because oh my god, his week 3 team is just dreadful. But that is the opponents for his week 3 match to deal with, not me. So good luck to you, whoever you are. I don't keep an eye on that kind of thing. Anyway, our next match is against the Nashville Nightmares, and the guy who's in more leagues than I've had hot dinners, Easy Bake Oven. Yeah, he's in a lot of leagues, but he's a lot of fun too. So good luck to him in his next match, and until next time, if you enjoyed this battle, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm JoesphGames, your coach of the Everton Empoleons, and we will see you again.